Are your coworkers making you sick? A new survey reveals 90% of professionals admit they've gone to the office with cold or flu symptoms, and 1/3 say they always work when they're under the weather. Experts say bosses could set a good example by taking time off when they're ill and encourage employees to do the same.
I'm convinced Lisa's kids make me sick. She's a carrier of their germs that they get from school every day. Hi, everyone, and thank you for waking up with us on this Tuesday morning. I'm Jordan Schreier here with Lisa Bedeau. We're just getting started with your news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. The U.S. Department of Justice says Sanford Health has agreed to pay more than $20 million to resolve kickback allegations. The settlement resolves allegations that the Sioux Falls-based health system knowingly submitted false claims to federal health care programs resulting from medically unnecessary spinal surgeries.
Sanford denies any liability or wrongdoing, but says it's settled because the $20.25 million amount is far less than the unnecessary costs and operational disruption that would have persisted for multiple years. The allegations came in a whistleblower lawsuit filed by 2 Sanford doctors. Wadena schools are on lockdown today because this man is still on the loose, and police consider him a danger to the public. The Wadena County Sheriff's Office told us this morning that they're still searching for Ryan Petro, who escaped while being transported to court yesterday morning.
He was handcuffed and dressed in an orange shirt and tan pants. Petro was in jail for burglary, disorderly conduct, damage to property, and obstructing the legal process. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is on the way to the Valley to meet with farmers about weather-related difficulties this season. His roundtable gets going at 2:15 this afternoon at the State Ag Office in East Grand Forks.
Recent rain and other weather events have prevented farmers from harvesting and transporting their crops, which is creating widespread economic concerns.
So what can those farmers and people across our region expect for weather today? Well, here's meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good morning. It's cold out there. Not only this morning, but throughout the day, we're going to have to put up with some pretty chilly conditions. Here's a look at our weather planner for today. We're going to start in the teens and 20s and only rise into the 30s at most for your highs. Mid-30s for Fargo. A lot of places might get stuck in the 20s up in the Northern Valley, so a cool one. We will have a mix of some sun and clouds, some places seeing a little more sunshine than others, and the wind coming in out of the west into the teens with some gusts into the 20s today. So here's a look at our current conditions. Several places reporting temperatures in the teens right now. 19 degrees in Foston. Fargo's at 25. It's 23 in Grand Forks. There is some wind out there. Some places it's super light. Other places we've got some gusts into the 20s. But anywhere where we have wind, it's having an impact on what it feels like to be outdoors this morning with temperatures as low as they are. So in Devil's Lake, it feels like it's 4 degrees right now with our wind chill there. 7 is your wind chill in Jamestown, and in Valley City and Fargo it feels like about 16 degrees. So bundle up. We're looking at also some cloud cover that's been hanging around, kind of drifting eastward. I think we're going to get to see a good amount of sunshine in the Southern Valley. Up in the Northern Valley, more cloud cover, and there is the potential to have some flurries up in the Northern Valley too, along with the breeze that we're going to have to put up with today. So it looks okay on the graphic here, but really today's going to be kind of a tough one. Tomorrow and into Halloween, still cold, temperatures in the 30s till about 40 degrees on Thursday, but keep in mind trick-or-treat time are going to be cooler. We'll probably see temperatures more into the 30s for trick-or-treating. Friday's our next chance for some snow, maybe a little rain mixed in there. Light, but could be impactful. The next one to watch out for. And this weekend, most of the weekend does look quiet. Temperatures staying cool this week, well below average. And don't forget, we're transitioning into November, first weekend in November. We turn those clocks back an hour. And now for a look at traffic, here's Devin Fry with the Valley Today's Traffic on the Move.
Thank you, Lisa, and good morning, Red River Valley. We're back on I-94, and as you can see on the west side, the traffic flow has increased quite a bit. Now, over here on the eastbound lanes, it's also busier, but only before the I-29 turnoff. Now, this space between 25th Street and that I-29 turnoff is fairly wide open. However, as more traffic comes in from the other interstate, it starts to build up once again. But on the west side, it seems like pretty much a consistent line of traffic going through. However, there are still some lanes open, so overall you should be able to move freely this morning. It's looking a little bit lighter than it was yesterday. One area where you can expect some delays is going to be on Main in West Fargo. The road closure is in full effect there, the lane closures rather. And so it's head-to-head traffic and reduced speeds on Main Avenue in West Fargo. So that's going to be one area to watch out for today. Now, what day is today? It is Taco Tuesday, so Olay the day at Taco John's. For your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
A Fargo mom believes Fargo police used unnecessary force on her son when he was in a medical crisis. Police say it started as a call for medical assistance in South Fargo, but when 27-year-old Tyler Patel told them he had a weapon, officers fired several shots from a pepper ball gun and injured him.
Patel's mother says her son suffers from a condition where he was not in the right frame of mind, and trained personnel should have backed off and not created fear where Tyler was more likely to react. Police say all officers are trained for crisis intervention situations like these.
A player on the 1980 Miracle on Ice U.S. Olympic gold medal hockey team has been found incompetent to stand trial on charges that he beat a neighbor with a metal pole. A Minnesota judge ruled yesterday that 61-year-old Mark Pavlik of Lutsen does not understand the court proceedings. Authorities allege he attacked his friend after the two returned from fishing in August.
In our schemes and ripoffs this morning, a warning to be careful about online dating sites. A Bismarck woman is out big money because of a scam. Police say the 59-year-old was transferring money to a man she met on a dating website who told her he traded gold and diamonds. The victim sent him about $300,000. A Detroit Lakes mom is calling out a teacher for this. She says it's improper use of force. Video from last spring shows the teacher lying on top of two middle school girls, apparently to break up a fight of some sort.
The cell phone video does not show what led up to this short clip. School officials showed the mother of one of these girls surveillance video of the incident, and it began as a shoving match between the two girls. But she believes the district needs to come up with better policies for de-escalating these types of situations.
There is a new app in the works that could be a game changer for school safety. Covert Alert allows you to choose a phrase and send your location to 5 contacts along with a live audio recording.
It works hands-free even if a bully takes your phone. You can secretly record conversations and share them with school administrators. The company is working on a product where teachers can use a voice command to start a video and audio recording that sends a live stream to law enforcement in real time. Just because the cooler temps are here doesn't mean that you can't still have a beautiful looking patio.
In the Valley today, Zabby Firchner is live from S&S Landscaping, where we're learning how we can still make our outdoor spaces look alive as we head into the winter. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Lisa and Jordan. I'm here with Allison Burcham at S&S Landscaping. And Allison, I want to go to this burlap right away because even though, it's not the prettiest color, you can still kind of make this look nice on your patio, especially when it comes to protecting those plants as well.
The burlap is a really good tool to use this time of year. For all of your freshly planted evergreens especially, burlap is going to be really important. You want to wrap that fully around your trees, and that's going to help protect from winter burn over the cold season.
And then let's talk about perennials too, because while you can cut them back to make them look a little bit tidier, they actually do look pretty festive and nice when you leave them as well.
Oh, absolutely. Even though perennials do get trimmed back sometimes at this time of the season, it actually is really nice to leave that spent foliage up through the winter because you get some beautiful color and beautiful texture against that white snow to give us some interest for the winter season.
And I think it's funny too, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but when we see snow, we're like, oh my goodness, but it can actually be a little beneficial when it comes to packing your plants.
Oh, absolutely. So not only can you use mulch as well as leaves fallen off of your trees to help insulate your perennial beds, but as that snow is falling down, shovel that off the sidewalk and get it on top of your perennials because snow is Mother Nature's best insulator from the cold.
Who knew we could find something that snow is beneficial for? But really quickly, I just kind of want to talk about a couple of these products. What are these used for?
So these right up here are going to be great concentrated fertilizers. Believe it or not, once your tree's leaves have fallen off and it's gone to sleep for the season, it's actually a great time to do dormant fertilization to prepare for next spring.
All so useful. All these tips have been so beneficial, especially when I can't believe we're thinking about it, but it's time to start thinking about keeping those patio plants protected in the winter.
You know, now is the time because it's cold out and it's almost November.
We're getting there. Abby Furchner reporting live. Thank you very much. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. That question, the average woman will buy 220 of these over the course of her life.
Yes, for me. The answer is candles. It's maybe on the low end, right? You can play along by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page. Cold out there today.
Yeah, we're looking at temperatures that are into the teens in some places to start off this morning. We're at 24 in Fargo, 22 in Grand Forks. The wind is starting to pick up. We've got some gusts out of the west, and that is making those wind chills feel like they're in the single digits in some spots.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. You can join us right now on the Fargo CW.